1970. Today we're talking about the Elle Ellipsis 12-inch. Whoa. Hi, how's it going? That was released on August 9th of 2019 on Zegema Beach and Dog Nights. A little dirty. Anyway, okay, so let's go back to the history of this. I'm not really even sure. The most obvious one is that they played ZBR Fest 2019 in Vancouver. And yeah, so I met them there. I had already met Sean Leary at a bunch of Loma Prieta shows. I don't know if he knew who I was at that point. I was just like, hey, can you play Biography? Hey, can you play Biography? Just at every show. That was pretty much my entire interaction with him. And telling him that his band was amazing. So anyway, I remember them, they were going on tour with Joliet and Senza and Nuva Oscura. So, like I said, they were set to play the fest. They were actually the first name on the original flyer, and they ended up playing second last at the show. So I met the rest of them that day, and in particular, I hit it off very well with Trey. And now, I had no idea that Trey used to be in I Wrote Haikus About Cannibalism in Your Yearbook, and Bon Avenir. So I was like, what the hell is going on? This is insane. I also found out that Brian, the bass player and vocalist also, was in Monuments Collapse, which was a band that I reviewed because I loved their split with, was it Briag Neofa, I think? Which is like crushing, like post-doom stuff, which is really, really good if you haven't checked it out. Strongly recommend. So, yeah, so those guys kind of comprised Elle, and the drummer, I don't remember... Oh, the drummer wasn't there, that's right! Oh my god, Taylor from Nuva Oscura was playing drums for Elle on that tour. So that's why I don't have any recollection of the drummer, because I never met the drummer. So, yeah, so they came through... I'm glad I didn't know about like the I Wrote Haikus and Bo stuff, because I probably would have acted a lot differently around Trey, but luckily I was just my regular normal self. Was not starstruck at all at that point, because I didn't know. Anyway, so that band formed in 2015 along with the Sean Leary of Loma Prieta, and this is actually I think the first release that I ever was able to get in with Sean. So I feel like this is probably the reason why I got to release the Stormlight 12-inch LP, which I'm still very blessed to have done. That's coming up as 200 though, so that's coming up pretty soon, in 30 episodes. So yeah, 6-8 months. Let's continue on, shall we? So they came through. They were awesome. I believe I was on tour in Europe with Crowning and Swallow's Nest when I got the message asking if we wanted to release it. We were like, yes, we want to help co-release this, so we did with Dog Nights. Felt very humbled at this point, for sure, running Zegema Beach and being like, oh, wow, we're getting another release with Dog Nights. It's just us two, and the band. The band took a bunch of the copies, too. I don't know if, I'm assuming they're sold out as well. We're all sold out, and Dog Nights definitely sold out, so... Maybe there's a repress in the future, I don't know. The band isn't active as far as I'm aware. I mean, they put out the 2 songs on the Cube 6-way split that we released in early 2022 or something like that. So after that, I haven't heard anything from them. That is not to say that they're just not active in that sense. They're certainly not broken up or anything. So really humbled to get to work with those people as well as this band. So this one is kind of like their predecessor, self-titled 12-inch, but harder. It's like heavier for sure. But it's like epic emo of the sad and hopeful variety, I feel like. It's got a bit of the later Loma Prieta sound, the taddest of Stormlight in there. Also sounds a bit like Lessener, Reveries, some of like the lighter Bon Avenir stuff. This never goes quite like crazy heavy. It's more of like a yelled vocal approach than a screamed. You know, it's not really true. It's not yelled. It's I would say it's in between those two things, as opposed to being like shrieky or, you know, like Bo. It's not really like Bo or I Wrote Haikus in that sense. But But yeah, the songs range from like just under 2 minutes to upwards, what's Dust? 5:29. And surprisingly, I find myself liking the longer songs. Like Dust, I think, is my pick for best song. But I think a lot of that has to do with seeing it live and just being like, oh my god, this song just kills live. And being right in front of Brian as he was like doing those back end vocals at the end of the song, just really, really emotional, which is definitely what the band is very much about. Hence, I feel like it gets almost more of an emo tag than a screamo tag, but oh boy, does it cross over. So yeah, we did 500 copies of this. It was the first time I had seen this effect done on a cover, and I was, whoa, just flabbergasted with the results. And even hearing about it, I'm like, oh, this sounds super cool. And then I got them, and I was looking at them like, oh, I don't want to touch this thing. I'm afraid I'm going to leave fingerprints. So I have since seen other releases do it, like Glassing, but I was floored when I first saw this. So yeah, it came on 300 black and 200 clear. So honestly, the clear along with the mirror front is fucking awesome. I absolutely love it. It comes with a nice big insert as well. Yeah, as stated, already sold out. There are a few test presses flying around. Maybe, I think there was 5 to 10 total. Whoa, chips on the ground, that's right. What else is there to talk about regarding this besides it's great? Oh, the best songs. I did say Dust was really good. Wound is fantastic. All Bets Are Off is probably not another one of my favorites. I think those three are like my top ones, but the entire album is great, and although I enjoyed the self-titled, I definitely like this more. So what is it called? Ellipsis, or is it Ellipse? No, it was Ellipsis, or like 3 dots, if you will. I think that's it. Why don't we move on next time to the Stormo cassette for Finisterre? Terre? The one before they got signed to Prosthetic, essentially. So we'll just go with that one. Yeah, so until next time, I guess we just keep continuing around and so forth. And